And so the stage is set. There's not a seat to be had in this convention hall. And everybody pumped up to see that man, Roberto Duran, try and win his 4th title, and to see if Iran the Blade Barkley can defend his WBC crown the first time. And Gil, we expect Barkley to be very aggressive early, and it looks like he is.
In and out. Throw his combinations and get out of there. Great defensive fighter. There's those combinations by Duran.
Barkley using the jab, and there's that left hook to the body. He has got a good left hook downstairs.
There's that counter by Roberto Duran. Make the other guy miss and counter. And you know, Al, they say there's so much bad blood between these two guys. Because Roberto is too slick. Just too slick to hit on the head.
Duran lands the right, is knocked off balance. Whether he was hurt, we don't know. Barkley, the 28-year-old from the Bronx, who beat Thomas. Oh, big right hand, staggers Barkley.
Barkley is hurt. He is hurt, no question about that. We mentioned the fact that Duran has not shown punching powers in middleweight, and there it was.
A big right hand by Roberto Duran.
Slips the punch, right hand right over that left hand of Barkley. What a beautiful move. That's what we said he has to do. He has to make Barkley miss.
Roberto Duran, he's 37 years old. Barkley trying to hang on to his WBC middleweight title. He felt the power of Duran in the first round. Good right hand by Barkley, but it does not move Duran back. This one will be warfare.
Good body punches by Barkley, and there's another one. Little short left hook by Roberto.
You can see the fire of Iran Barkley coming out now, but Duran not backing up. Terrific body shots by Barkley. Duran going downstairs.
Barkley's landing those body shots every time he gets a chance. He drops one down in that body. Duran is looking to throw that right hand over that left hand of Barkley's again, though.
He's using his strength to push Duran back. Excellent uppercut by Barkley. Overhand right, but the left hook gets there by Duran. And a right hand by Roberto.
It is only the second round now.
It is scheduled for 12, but at this pace, could it go that long? Joe Cortez looking very carefully in to make sure. Well, that'll do it for round 2. A good one for Barkley, who followed the hands of Stone back. He does look a bit tired. He's trying to rekindle it against one of Davy's best friends. Of course, Davy Moore no longer with us, died in a car accident. And this man, Iran Barkley, is dedicated to fight to his friend's memory. Right now, it's only him, though, against Duran as we head into the 3rd.
And you can also watch Barkley do a stutter step with his feet. He's feinting with his feet. There's that right hand again. But Barkley answered with a good short left.
He lost to Robbie Sims by knockout in a wild affair. And Hearn certainly punished him, but he comes back when he's hurt.
Good jab by Roberto Duran.
Probably his best jab of the fight so far.
What a man this Roberto Duran is.
He's in against a guy who physically is much stronger than him. That power has helped him in most middleweight fights. Master boxer Sambu Kalambai thwarted his efforts to win a title before.
Body shots again by Barkley.
But right now, the body work, as you said, of Barkley, a real important weapon. That right did not even stop Duran. It landed perfectly. Round 3 just about over. It's been an excellent round for Iran Barkley. Counter right over a lazy jab by Barkley, but he smiles at Roberto Duran. Some gamesmanship from the champion from South Bronx. The eyes of Roberto Duran. There's a sinister look there, even now. The But I tell you, Iran Barkley is committed to that body work, and it is really paying dividends for him so far in this bout.
Duran is going to have to use that right hand a little more.
Barkley pushing him off. Oh my. Combinations on the inside by both men. The right lands
right hand again, and Barkley wobbled a little bit then.
That right hand hurt Iran Barkley, but when you hurt him, he seems to be more dangerous. It's been his track record. What a war. Uppercut on the inside by Barkley.
Those are those short little combinations that Duran has to throw, but then he has to spin out and get out of there. He can't wait for the receipt.
Iran Barkley has followed his game plan perfectly, and yet Duran very competitive because he's so clever throwing those counter right hands. We talked about the cuts, nothing like that developing over the eyes of Iran Barkley. He's got to be very heartened by that at this point.
Well, I wouldn't like to see either fighter get cut, Al.
No, and it's very good because there was the concern over Barkley cutting.
Al, this could be the round. It could be the big turning point in the fight because they're just staying there. Mano a mano, I guess. Huh?
Oh, what a right by Duran. They are both landing big shots. Who will go? Duran is now stunned. In a terrific war. He's from New York, we're in New Jersey, and what is this crowd yelling? Duran, Duran, just like when Davey Moore fought in his hometown against Duran. We're into round 5, and if there is any discouragement on the part of Barkley because of that, I doubt that it'll show. He is a very courageous and tough performer. Duran seeking his 4th world title.
Big right hand by Barkley. And it did not faze Roberto Duran.
And it was followed by an excellent uppercut. Iran Barkley is landing major league punches and Duran's going nowhere. And now Duran countering well.
2 solid right hands by Duran. You know, this fight may wind up being who's the better catcher, not who's the better pitcher.
They're both pitching and they're both catching. Great body shot by Barkley. Big right on the inside by Barkley. Ironically, Barkley is probably following their game plan to a T, and yet Duran is still there. I'm sure they thought if he did all this, Duran would fold. We're in round 5, and it's been fought at a torrid pace right from the first round. Duran going to the body. Big right by Duran. Another one goes in the books, and I mean an outstanding round. We're headed for the 6th, nearing the halfway point in this middleweight championship match. Roberto Duran standing in there against Iran Barkley.
You know, Al, I noticed at the end of the round that Duran looked in a little better shape than Iran Barkley. Barkley was starting to show a little signs of being tired.
I think you're right, Gil. It's likely that Barkley is ahead on the scoring. I would think he is, and yet Roberto Duran's had some very fine moments in this bout.
As you see, what Barkley's been doing is working the entire 3 minutes, and Roberto is throwing beautiful, showy combinations, but not enough of them, in my opinion. Barkley works and works.
He's been the more active of the two, which is not to suggest that Duran hasn't been active.
You know, Al, I just can't believe that this is the same guy that won the lightweight championship of the world for my fighter, Kenny Buchanan, in 1972.
Long time.
Good left hook by Roberto Duran, and now he's fighting for the middleweight championship. This round has been all Barkley up to this point, though, Al.
Yeah, he's throwing more combinations, working the body, still using that jab effectively. Barkley digging to the body as he has been throughout this bout. That'll do it for round 6. Roberto Duran finds his corner and will go in there where on occasion there's been some chaotic action in the Duran corner.
He's going to have to nail Barkley with some big punches to get himself back in this fight.
Iran Barkley comes out for round 7. Percy Richardson, one of the other great cut men also here tonight, working with some of the Olympians. He did a good job of closing it. Round 7 action, set for 12, the WBC middleweight championship. The champion Iran Barkley ripping.
Good left hook by Roberto Duran.
Duran landing on the inside, so is Barkley. And if they took a little time off in the 6th, although Barkley certainly didn't, Duran came out hard here in the 7th. Could this be his last stand in this bout?
He's so smart though inside. Barkley just fires, but Duran knows what he's doing. He moves around.
What a hook by Barkley.
And a good right hand by Duran.
The fact that Barkley is cranking up those hooks and landing like that, and Duran is not being staggered, really is amazing.
Well, as I say, this may wind up being the guy who can catch better.
The crowd starts to chant again. Even if it's not a home crowd for Duran when it starts, like Ali and some of the other greats like Sugar Ray Leonard, it always ends up being a home crowd for him. Barkley using the uppercut, that's been a real good weapon for him.
Duran slipped 6 consecutive punches that time. Just what beautiful boxing.
He's a master of defense. That's always been one of his trademarks. Excellent right hand. That one stunned Barkley, I think.
Barkley answered with a vicious left hook to the body, and Duran came back. He's nailing Barkley with some big punches now, Al.
What an uppercut by Barkley after Duran hit him with big shots. Nothing is phasing Roberto Duran. What a double left hook by Barkley. Duran holding on.
He's hurt, Al. First time in the fight, he's really hurt.
Can he weather this storm? Duran is hurt. He was hurt with 2 left hooks.
He's blowing now, Barkley.
Why not? Oh, right hand again by Duran over a very lazy jab by Barkley. 3 straight left hooks by Barkley, 2 to the body and 1 to the head, and Duran still responds. They stare at each other after the 7th round. Iran Barkley, 16 KOs among his 25 wins, and he's knocked out some good people, including Michael Lajide and Tommy Hearns. And it's a good thing for him it has, because otherwise he would have been getting hit with a lot more. Good short left hook by Barkley. Oh, that hurt him. Duran in trouble from the left hook.
Everything but his heart is in trouble, Al. Look at this Duran fire back.
Can Barkley take him out? Duran doing a wonderful job of tying him up on the inside and slipping punches and landing his own uppercut.
He's so smart, Al. He knows inside he's protecting himself, relaxing, trying to clear his head.
If there is a smarter fighter around than Roberto Duran, it would be unlikely. Roberto is surviving so far.
You know, I just never count Roberto Duran out, but it looks to me like he's pushing his punches now, Al.
He's lost something, that's for sure. Again, the hook by Barkley.
But a nice move before the hook. Stepped over to the right, came back with the hook. Barkley's shown me a lot of improvement as a fighter tonight.
Against an obviously rejuvenated Duran.
And Barkley made Duran miss that time and then nailed Duran with the left hook.
Keeping his poise and still doing the things that have made him effective in this bout.
Then a little step over to the right now. There it is again by Barkley. Getting an angle on Roberto.
Big right by Barkley, but Duran lands his own right. Round 8 action. Action is the operative word.
Duran just will not stop. Those short little punches are very, very effective inside.
Under a half minute left to go in the 8th round, a round in which Duran was hurt early and has survived.
Duran is starting to push his punches a little bit now, but they are landing.
Again, the body work by Barkley. And the uppercut. He's shown us almost every punch in his arsenal tonight. And still, Duran will not fall. a very short punch.
Good snappy move. There he made a miss. And back with that left hook.
How many fighters would have stayed up under that? That's exactly the left hook that knocked Michael Lajide down and helped him get a TKO win over Lajide. There's Roberto Duran. We're headed to the 9th. Many thought it would not go this far.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Barkley suffered a little bit of a cut over the left eye. He's got some swelling under the left eye, but it hasn't been a major factor.
Wasn't that the judge that Hagler's people selected?
Yes, amazingly so. Good right by Duran.
There's not as much snap on Duran's punch now.
You're right, he's pushing it more. Halfway through the 9th round, scheduled for 10. Right hand by Barkley, but Duran comes with his own left hook.
If Duran landed a big clean punch, I think it would have a big effect on Iran because he's tired.
Good straight right hand. Barkley backs up and takes a right hand. He may be in a little bit of trouble.
You know, you see these kids fight the amateurs, they fight 3 rounds, and they train hard, and they get tired.
Alien territory to him, but he's still got his fans, as you've heard throughout this bout.
And they came through the snowstorm to be here.
I bet you they did, to fill this arena.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Round 9 is ending, perhaps Duran's best round in the last 5 or 6. The left eye of Iran Barkley, a good look at it. As Gil pointed out, it could be ready to close. Little reminiscent of the right eye of Davey Moore when Duran fought him in '83. But the difference here is that Barkley has done much better work in this bout and is probably ahead, but it could be academic the way they're wailing away.
It almost looks as if Roberto Duran has got a 2nd or 3rd win. Where he got it from, I don't know.
I haven't a clue. We're in the 10th. It is scheduled for 12.
Duran has been landing with the left jab, believe it or not, against the taller guy.
And that was a punch that was dormant early in the fight. Now Duran getting it cranked up.
There's that right hand. And another one on a left hook.
And when he does that, Barkley reverts to his old form and wails away, which makes him even more susceptible to get hit with the counter punch. It's been a good 10th round for Duran. He cannot be underestimated, even at 37.
He's proven to me again that he's one of the greatest fighters that ever lived.
Again, the overhand right in a round in which, like the 9th, Duran has done some excellent work. Good right by Barkley, and there's the jab re-emerging of Iran Barkley.
Barkley's legs are starting to spread now.
Duran waited for 3 missed jabs by Barkley, and then landed an overhand right. Good right hand on the inside by Duran. It's been a remarkably clean fight from Duran. No headbutting, no elbows. But
big
boy,
right hand by Duran again.
Break out.
There have been those. And round 10, a huge round for Duran. Again, the body work of Barkley. The low blow by Duran. Round 10, a big one for the hands of Stone. 6 more minutes of fighting for this man. Will it be his last 6?
If he fights the 11th and 12th round the way he fought the 10th round, I think it's going to be tough for the judges to vote for Iran Barkley. You know, they like to see a guy finish strong.
Of course, the question is, how many of those early rounds did Barkley take? You have him taking quite a few, but you've got at least 3 or 4 marked close.
3 of them close, which means they could be slide right over into Duran's corner.
Badly hurt in the 8th by a left hook.
Now, Duran threw that right hand with bad intentions. He had about as much snap on that as he's had on any right hand in the earlier rounds.
We're in the 11th. It's 12-rounder, and it may go. Good hook downstairs by Barkley, and the jab, but nothing is phasing Duran right now. We're halfway through. Who will win the second part of this round?
There's Duran setting to throw that right hand. I can see it from here.
He's looking for the lazy jab of Barkley. They trade hooks.
The left eye is almost closed, and he is showing signs of weariness. No question about that. There's a right hand and a left hook by Duran, and another big right hand by Duran.
Barkley may not be seeing the right hand, and yes, Duran is nailing him with it. They want Barkley on the inside, where he isn't going to be hit with that overhand right. Big right by Barkley. But again, the right by Barkley's in trouble. He's hurt. He's down. First knockdown of the fight.
Hey, how do you feel?
Now I can just feel that coming. Just feel it coming.
He's very wobbly. Another right hand by Duran.
Look at Duran go to work. And nice and relaxed and calm.
Remember, though, Iran Barkley has tremendous heart. He's been down before and gotten up. Only a few seconds remain here in the 11th. The first 2-point round of the fight.
Bring on. Bring on.
Barkley looking for his corner. He's smiling, but he's hurt.
Could have been a 2-point round. There's that first right hand. There's the left hook, another right hand. And here's the big one, and down he goes.
Iran Barkley has his work cut out for him in the 12th. The 12th and final round. The WBC middleweight crown is at stake, and believe me, it is at stake right now. Barkley, has he shaken the cobwebs?
And as we had mentioned, after the 9th round, if Duran won the last 3 rounds big, that he could get this fight. We noticed now, remember I mentioned, I said it looks like Roberto Duran got his 3rd win. Where he got it from, and I just felt he was stronger than Barkley going into those last few rounds.
There's not been a bad beginning in the 12th round for Barkley. This has been a fight of twists and turns.
Well, you have to watch the end of this round.
That's the part he wants to win. He's landing right hands again.
He hurt Barkley again. Combination by Duran, all 3 punches landed.
Oh, work on it.
When Roberto Duran, those middle rounds looked like he was all out of it. We said the only thing he had left is heart. Boy, somehow he got that 2nd, 3rd win, whatever. There's that big. Look at Barkley's legs, doesn't have a leg under him. And look at Duran now, dancing around, playing.
With only a little more than 20 seconds left. Barkley with the jab, and that's his best punch right now because he's pushing the hook in the right hand. It'll end, and it will be a classic war. Big right hand by Duran. This has been extraordinary.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a split decision. Dave Brown scores the bout 116 to 113 for Barkley.
Iran Barkley 116-113.
Giuseppe Ferrari scores it 118-112 for Duran.
What a big disparity.
Wow.
Tommy Kazmarek scores it 116 to 112 for the winner and new